Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
What is up, First fans? How's it going, Devin?
Pretty good. How's it doing, Quinn?
That's right. Quinn's not here again. It's 2 times in a row now. He is actually working this evening.
Yeah.
And so, we had to let him off the hook for that. But anyway, we're here tonight. We're going to do some waiver wire pickups for week 8. What a crazy week. A bunch more injuries and such again. So, we've got a few pickups halfway through the season just about.
Mm-hmm.
And hope you guys are doing well. Hope your teams are doing well in this COVID and injury-plagued season. But anyway, you're here for the waiver wire pickup, so we'll get started.
All right.
You want to start with Quinn?
Start with Quinn.
Okay.
I'm just going to start off with the obvious ones. Carlos Hyde.
Carlos Hyde, he's
Yeah.
pretty obvious. I don't. I thought about picking him up. I mean, obviously he's a good pickup.
I have him.
Yeah.
So
I could have had him, but I figured these two would have him. So why do all the research and just let these guys have the glory?
Well, Chris Carson got injured.
Sure did.
Right now he's week to week, so he could be missing next week probably. And
they're talking 2 to 3 weeks right now, but
oh yeah,
who knows?
last time I heard it was week to week. Okay.
Well, that is week to week.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not putting him on the IR or anything, so it's definitely week to week.
Yeah.
But they said probably 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, if it's 2 weeks, then he can come back that 3rd week.
Mm-hmm.
And if something happens and he miraculously gets healed, 1 week.
And we kind of expected this. Chris Carson gets injured every year.
Yeah.
So, and his backup, Carlos Hyde. When Carlos Hyde plays, if he gets the majority of the carries, because Travis Homer might come in.
Yeah.
But
and Rashad
Carlos
Penny
Hyde
could be back at some point too. I don't think it's this week, but the week after they were talking that's possible too. So it's just a little bit unclear for sure in this backfield. And that's why I'm personally not probably touching it unless you really need a running back.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to get one, it's definitely Carlos Hyde. So
and if you have Chris Carson,
that's
the
another
guy
thing
to
too.
get
For
to replace him
sure.
would be Hyde.
Yep. So good pickup.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to stick with running backs, and I have JaMycal Hasty.
Ooh.
We kind of touched a teeny bit on him last week, and out of nowhere, Jeff Wilson got all the carries, but he got injured. So they're depleted. I mean, the 2 backs they got left are Hasty and McKinnon. So I don't know what's up with McKinnon. We thought he was going to be popular, and thought he was going to play a bunch this week, and he didn't play much at all.
Yeah.
Wilson got all the carries, looked fantastic. Then when he got hurt, Hasty came in and looked really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, next week, since those guys looked really good, it's going to be McKinnon. But whoever is playing for San Francisco seems to produce.
Yeah, you got to play. Whoever's playing.
If you need a running back and you're willing to roll the dice, JaMycal Hasty could be your dude. He's got 3 good matchups, too. Seattle, Green Bay, New Orleans, all those guys are pretty good matchups. Should be high scoring in most of those games and provide you some decency.
Good. Yeah.
All right, we got done.
My next guy that Quinn also has, Rashad Higgins.
I got Rashad also.
Yeah. I mean, with Beckham out, Rashad Higgins got the majority of the targets. I still see Landry getting more targets than him. And
I don't know. We'll see. Landry's been very just medium this year. He's had no really big games. I mean, he's been active in each game, but I mean, he hasn't scored those touchdowns this year.
But that was with Beckham.
That is with Beckham. We don't know. That's true.
After Beckham got injured, Baker scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So the problem might be Beckham, honestly.
Could be.
And I mean, Landry is the most talented receiver on the team right now.
For sure.
And
although Higgins was a very talented player coming out of college, he's had a lot of injury issues, and of course, when they brought in Beckham, he hasn't really had the opportunity to shine. So there is that possibility that he does come in and produce. Now I have a question though. If you have both Landry and Higgins on your waiver wire, who are you picking up?
Landry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just dropped Landry in a league. He wasn't producing, and I needed a defensive player.
And I'm very happy because I have Beckham.
Yeah.
I need
So yeah, I dropped him 1 week too early, obviously, but he hadn't been producing, and I just had to. I figured that I'd be able to drop him, wait a week and then pick him back up, drop that defense that I needed, and go for there. I've got the Colts defense as another one, so I wasn't going to drop them. Usually I just trade defenses off, but when you got the best defense, you can't just do that. So
yeah, same here. I did that too.
yeah. So we dropped. I dropped Landry in hopes that he'd be available again, but now it's going to cost some fat bucks if I want to get him back. I'm sure.
Sure is.
So anyway,
I'm going to read one off of Quinn's right now. Nelson Agholor.
yes,
He's out there in 98% of leagues. He's on the Raiders, and they have a really strong offense right now, really getting it going.
Yep.
With Henry Ruggs right there, opening it up for Agholor. Boom. And he's also really getting targeted more and more every week.
And in the end zone. I think he's got like 3 touchdowns this year out of 4 games, or maybe even 4 touchdowns. I don't know.
Consecutively he has a touchdown last 3 games.
He's been playing lights out for them. I mean, he's always had talent. He just could never, in Philadelphia, put it all together and string it along. He'd have a really good game and then 2 or 3 not so good, and then another really good game. And so it was inconsistent. And it looks like maybe he's putting it all together with the Raiders. He's getting the opportunity. And he's producing, so if you need a wide receiver, that's definitely a good one.
They're
Good job,
going
man.
against soft defenses.
Yes. They've got some easy matchups coming up. So if you need a receiver, Agholor.
All right. My guy?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go with Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting. So the Philadelphia Eagles actually tried to trade Zach Ertz past tense and failed. No one would take him for the offers that they were getting. They might try and lower those offers.
Well, he's hurt now, so it's going to be harder to...
It's going to be a little hard for them to trade him.
let him
but
go.
they couldn't do it. So right now, stories are being told they're trying to trade Alshon Jeffrey. So if he gets traded to a really good team, that's a really good pickup. On top of that, if he doesn't get traded, he was practicing before this week. So he's either going to come back this week or the week after. And if he plays, he's going to be great.
Speaking of that, too, it seems like Philadelphia might be getting some of their receivers back as a whole.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, another pickup, I don't have any quarterbacks this week, and I don't even know if he's available, but Carson Wentz, who hasn't been playing as well, he did have a decent game this last week. If he's available, you could go and pick him up, too. He's, with all of his receivers coming back, he should to look to transform onto that top-tier quarterback level.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so
down to you.
Down to me. I have one more wide receiver on my list, Brandon Aiyuk. He was a rookie this year. He's still available in about 60% of leagues, which is crazy, but he is available. He had 6 catches for 115 yards. Pretty impressive. And now that Debo is hurt again, it's just going to open up more targets for him. He looked pretty impressive overall.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very quick and made good moves, was getting open. So, I mean, they're going to have to throw to somebody else besides Kittle, and Aiyuk could be that guy for you.
Yeah, they're just dropping people left and right.
Yes, crazy. San Francisco, something about them. They just can't stay healthy ever. And Philadelphia. Those 2 teams.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, got another one?
I do have another one. I'm going to go off of Quinn's again. His last person is Logan Thomas.
You need a tight end.
Yeah. If you need a tight end, Logan Thomas is pretty good. Outside of Kittle, Kelsey, and Waller, tight ends this year just aren't
not connecting on a regular basis.
Not exploding, not doing very well. So if you get Logan Thomas, roll the dice. You can get really, really lucky. And he could do really, really well. Kyle Allen.
He's looked a lot better with Kyle Allen, actually.
Yeah.
So definitely worth a shot if you need a tight end, especially if you got one coming up on bye or yours is just trash. Maybe pick him up and play the matchups. If he's got a good matchup, play him. The other guy's got a good matchup, play them. And go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out. So you got one more from your list?
I got
2 more?
2 more.
Okay, let's hear them.
So I got Ino Benjamin. Because Kenyon Drake's right now out for a few weeks. Chase Edmonds, the Cardinals coaching staff when they got Kenyon Drake, made it very, very clear when they got him that they don't trust Chase Edmonds. So if Chase Edmonds is the starter, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because he's been doing so well this year. But if that mindset continues from last year and they just don't trust Chase Edmonds, Ino Benjamin was coming out of college, a very top running back prospect. So, I mean, he could end up being the starter right now.
Yeah. That's definitely, if you got the bench space, you can pick him up and stash him.
Yeah.
Or if Kenyon Drake gets hurt. I mean, they seem to have been running 2 running back sets a lot, so...
Yeah, that's awesome.
And maybe if Benjamin gets the Drake work and he starts off on first and second downs, and that could happen too. So where's the stash if you got the space?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. All right, one more.
Yep, my last one. I got Josh Reynolds.
Tonight's Josh Reynolds.
Yeah.
Who scored a touchdown, by the way?
Yeah, he did. I mean, I have him on my team.
Yeah.
I own the team with my dad.
Yeah.
And every single week we want to drop him.
Yeah.
And then every week he gets like 4 or 5 targets, and right now he has like 8. And it's like every single week he just does better and better and better and better. And it's like, it's just so hard to drop him.
Well, they're really spreading the ball around, I mean, that's one thing that the Rams were talking about doing this year, being much more dynamic, spreading it around, making, everybody have to work for it, and the defense have to work for it. So it's working. And that's also, I think, the whole Rams team as a whole is kind of an elevated fantasy team because of that. So everybody's getting a little piece.
And he's also replacing Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Which he's actually been doing a pretty good job.
Pretty good job, yeah. So those were our waiver wire pickups for week 8. If you guys got a waiver wire pickup you want to put down below, let us know about it. That'd be great. Or if you have any other questions, who you think you should pick up, this guy or this guy, you can put those in the comments. We'd be happy to answer those questions, give you our 2 cents. I mean, obviously, you guys, it's your team. You'll make the final calls. But if you want a second opinion on stuff, we'll be happy to help out. If you like this video,
you
got anything out of it, even if you just think we're trash, our opinions are terrible, leave a like. Let us know in the comments below why you like us, why you don't, what's going on. We just want to know. We want to start conversating with you guys and just have some back and forth information going on. Share it, make a community. And if you want to see more videos like this, we've got starts and sits on Fridays. We've got these waiver wire pickups on Mondays. Sometimes we put out special videos Wednesdays. Hit the subscription and then tap on the notification bell and you'll be reminded of when our videos come out. So with that being said, one last thing to say.
I'm gonna say.
All right.
Always remember to
finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.